Hello, my name is Trevor Lowe. I am the co-founder and design director at Lowbro Studios. And we're working on a game called Indie Pogo. It's a 2D platformer brawler game, and it's an indie crossover. We've been working on it for about 2 years now, and we're pretty happy with how it's coming together, but keep in mind it's still a work in progress. And that's going to be especially apparent with the menus. You can get 4 friends together to play local multiplayer, or you can jump into the online mode and play with anyone around the world. Alright, I'm going to go with Zorby here. And I think Fishy's gonna make for a nice punching bag. Given that it's an indie crossover game, all the stages come from existing indie games as well. But we're gonna go with the Afterlife Hub, which comes from a game called Two Brothers. The name of the game is Indie Pogo, and that's because your characters automatically jump when they touch the ground, and that's gonna keep gameplay always in motion. So you're going to notice Zorby here, I'm not actually pressing any jump button, he's just jumping on his own, and I'm moving side to side. You do have a couple movement options though. You can do an air jump, or you can do a dodge, which can be in place or in any direction. But keep in mind that's going to put you into a helpless state afterwards. Now if you manage to end your dodge on top of someone's head, you can jump off of them, and that's also going to reset your air jump. And this is important because Indie Pogo also has combos. You can attack an enemy multiple times, or multiple enemies any number of times. Landing on the ground is how you're going to cash in those combos for coins, which we'll come back to later. You've got 4 attacks you can do, 3 of which are in the air and 1's on the ground, and they all use the A button. So you hold the control stick up and press A to do an up aerial. Zorby has the ability to do it 3 times, which is pretty cool. He gets a lot of upward recovery. But the main purpose of it is he can eat opponents above him and poop them out below. Hold the control stick down and press A to do a down aerial, which for Zorby is a stomp. Press A with no directional influence from the control stick to do a neutral aerial, which for Zorby is an axe spin. His last attack is the axe throw, which ties everything together. For grounded charges, hold the A button when you're touching the ground, and that's going to keep you grounded so long as you keep that button held. The longer you hold it, the more power it charges. Release the A button to unleash the attack. Now here's the cool part. When the axe is still active, use your up aerial to eat it and poop it out as a projectile below you. You'll also notice that when Zorby doesn't have his axe, his neutral aerial changes, both in range and attack power. This is something we call communicative design, so even though you only have 4 moves, they interact with each other in interesting ways. Some other great examples of communicative design are Jack, who can use his hover and spike ball in conjunction to hit foes, and Penelope, who can teleport next to her mines to launch them as projectiles. This gives the gameplay a lot of depth and variety, and makes the mechanics easy to learn and hard to master. The coins that you earn from doing combos in gameplay allow you to unleash powerful super moves. These super moves, in addition to their general movesets, are heavily inspired by the games from which these characters originate. One of our biggest design goals is to make sure that the characters we feature are all faithfully represented in the game, which can be incredibly challenging at times, but it's also the most enjoyable aspect of the project. And that's what makes Indie Pogo so unique as an indie crossover. We've been fortunate enough to collaborate with 45 different studios, spread across 13 different countries, and we're sure that number is going to grow as we continue development. The last 2 years of development have shown us just how diverse and supportive the indie dev community can be, and we're incredibly thankful to take part in it. Thanks for watching. Cheers!